Okay, a bit of a rolling start. A couple of windows are still missing. I'm working on it. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, wife was a tad late. The little ones rang the door, so I had to deal with that. Plus, I was greeted by this as well. Wiki Erst Live, your connection is not private. I'll explain. Well, it's fixed now. It should actually work. Kind of funny though. I did myself an oopsie for reasons. A Jackie, Reckoning, Matt, Caddy, Unert, Aslan, a Shogun, Mimax, hello to Riper, Snifle, Sony, Rody, Knallfrosch, and Wolfie, John B, Zeromancer, Kalessin, Chethran, Seth, Master First, Into the Red Mist, Quaddy, hello to Ep, Hayes, and Sherlock, and Jay-Z Kirk, Freak Factor, who is here? Malin is here as well. We want to steal this information. No, the certificate ran out today. The thing for the secure connection thing. So it ran out today. Which, well, they run out. That's what happens. That's why I have a mechanism that automatically renews these things before they run out. Yeah, it turns out me closing HTTP as in port 80, just as a, you don't need that anymore nowadays. Yeah, stopped the certificate renewal process because they need an HTTP connection to check something in order to generate a new certificate. So it was working when I tested, and afterwards I closed the freaking port, and then it didn't anymore. Oh, fuck. If you don't know exactly how things work you're using, you're just gonna F yourself, right? Anyways, here we are. Thanks for the bits, and welcome to the stream. 200 megabyte patch. Also, we got to talk about the winter nexus that happens next week. A bit later than expected. But wait, I need to turn on that button. Well, what else? What else do we need to do? No, not that one. That one. All right. Now I think I got everything initialized, hopefully. Yeah. The Winter Nexus starts on the 9th. Surprisingly, right? An ice mining destroyer will be one of the rewards you can get through the reward track, or the BPC thereof, if I will take the slip up of somebody in the Eve Nerds podcast yesterday. It's going to be a BPC or an ice mining destroyer. Cheers. Yeah, the Perseverance. It's kind of a really nice name. I wonder what ships we will need to hunt LIDs. Yeah, we'll go through the post and put on the tinfoil hat and see where we can get with this. Anyone here knows the Lux Collective in Eve? Never heard of that. Hello, Clay Torres, Sargarash. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Sorry for the rushed start, rolling start, late wife, plus a certificate renewal. I was very confused when I saw that error. Logged into the console, was like, everything looks fine. Why is it not working? Then I saw the logs. Logs are important. Other than that, great day at work. It was one of these days where it's just, I don't know, you learn of a bunch of corporate bullshit bingo and you're like, yep, doesn't really affect me anymore, so you do you. Damn. Ice mining laser are Omega locked, and for Omega, the destroyer is not nearly needed. Is it? So if you're a new player, a new Omega player, don't you want to have that step in between the Venture and the bigger ships to just have a little bit of an easier ramp up, maybe? Could be a thing, right? Yeah, Sir Grush, I quit my job last day was end of September-ish, or well, mid-August because holiday and whatnot, and I thought I am done with this, but they were like, hey, we want to give you quite a substantial amount of money for still consulting for us 2 mornings a week. And I was like, yeah, it's too good of money to just say no. If you want to pay me that, I'll let you, pretty much, but on my terms. So My contract doesn't contain any, like, you have to be done with the things in a timely manner and all kind of crap. So, there we are. Patch notes. The freedom of freelance, yeah. Now, patch notes. Let's do that. Check Eve. Patch. No, that one. Oh, what just happened? The cookie bot by User-Centrics. Is this new? I've not seen that one before. See, EVE Online is using the cookie bot by User-Metrics now? Turns out, yeah. That's a thing, right? Deny? Allow selection? I don't know. I just want to read the patch notes for now. What have we? Today, alright. The method of price estimation used by the Mining Surveyor UI has been updated to use an estimate of the value of the minerals obtained by reprocessing the ore when possible, rather than entirely relying on the market price history of the ore itself. That's going to resolve the Kernite Umber issue, I guess. This should allow the UI to present more accurate estimates in large number of situations, especially with ores that are less commonly traded on the market directly. Thanks for the support there, Brain Manager. How's it going? So yeah, the supply of the... I mean, they said currently you can only acquire these through the event. I kind of like this idea of seeding things through to people who do stuff during an event initially. And I guess after the event ends, they will be like, and now you can get that BPC from ore as well, because low reasons. Wait for it. I would guess that's what's going to happen. Okay, so before diving into the patch notes, check what else. Oh no, defect fixes. Some freelancing skill was not available in the market. Now it is. Fix an issue where the establishing work vector progress bar could overlap effect icons. Yep. Eve is playable now. Next. The thing that happened yesterday. Winter Nexus. So we got information, but not the Nexus itself. Chaos is probably sad. Chaos was wrong again. I just want to point that out. Didn't start yesterday. Nor the day before that. Eve is playable. Yep. How is that a thing, right? Brain Manager. Okay. What again? Really? I'm gonna click that now? 100? What the hell? Can we just close this? Yeah, we can do that too. I don't know. Cookie bot, whatever this is. You tried, Brain Manager. That is okay. Okay, let's see. Winter Nexus. Some of you might have seen this post. For those of you who haven't, well, let's go through it. I'll give you my opinions and spin on it. Tinfoil hat. What lats are gonna be? Are these gonna be good lats or bad lats? Funny acronyms lately. I'll take it. Axiom, thanks for the 3 months of support. And Sandpipe, thanks to you too. Mad Lats? Oh, Mad Lats. Most likely. And thanks for tier 2 there. 68 months. Yeah, the time is progressing, right? Safe. Wait, there's a train? Oh, shoot. Thank you for the support. Yes, and we have a level completed, I believe. Thanks for the train. Thanks for support. You guys rock. Let's go through the post. Hello, Zai. Winter Nexus, Hunters in the Storm. Capsuleers. Storms approach New Eden as Sanchez Nation usher in the Winter Nexus. From 9th of December to January 12th, volatile ice storms will roam the cluster, opening the doors for exciting seasonal events and rewards. Hunt Yule Lads logistical automated deliveries and get cryotech that allows access to even more within the storms. And don't miss the Perseverance Ice Mining Destroyer, currently only available through the Winter Nexus seasonal reward track. Get started now and don't miss the seasonal reward track extension and a further surprise or two coming in the final week. So, I mean, just for the seasonal event, the Perseverance might make sense, because right now we cannot use a destroyer in the event, as in because it's ice mining. Adding the Perseverance as maybe it's going to be even an early BPC you get in the event track. Get your ults ready, I guess. And then we can upgrade our ice mining experience. That's sort of my current guess about how this is going to play. So wait, it originates from the Icelandic tradition of the Yule Lads, like pot sniffer and spoon licker. I have no idea what that is. Cheers for educating me, I guess, or confusing me. All right, there is well, get started now and don't miss, probably not now, but later, don't miss the seasonal reward track extension and a further surprise or two coming in the final week. Ooh, so final week gets an event extension. Oh, will we only get that BPC with the event extension? I hope not. No, wait, that's further rewards. They already mentioned this. Yeah, okay, so extensions has something else. Maybe we'll get a Moloch BPC. CCP Zealous is here. The sausage swiper is his favorite lad. I watched the nerd podcast from yesterday. CCP Zealous, good stuff. I really like these. Super cool. And the table got a good rubbing. For those who've watched it, you understand. Glorious. What shall I say? You will be out the last week. Oh no! Oh no! Leave your tune alone. No, I'm saying it was glorious. So absolutely enjoyable to watch. Yeah, maybe that's a gift for CCP or Tun, a table like that. I wonder what the texture feels like. Seriously. Anyways, Brokenhead, greetings. Lord Voldemort, hello, welcome to the stream. So here's the TLDR of the event next week, or for the event next week. Enter volatile ice storms for seasonal challenges. Hunt Yule Lads for a special tech that unlocks more within the storm. Really wonder what that means. Okay, I'm guessing. They drop an item, and that item can be used as a key to go through a gate? Maybe. Shaparo, greetings as well. Get daily login rewards, including skill points, skins, and more. Unlock seasonal challenge rewards, including the Perseverance Ice Mining Destroyer, Flex, skill points, and more. I really hope the event track is not easily progressed in a way. Otherwise, I might end up running like 2 batches of old accounts, as in my main accounts plus 2 times 7 more. Let's hope I don't have to do this. It really comes down to the prices on this, or rewards on this track. Okay, lots of work coming up, I believe. So the Perseverance is is the Ice Mining Destroyer logomorph that's going to be seeded through the event at first, and then we'll have to see how things come along. Sites are limited to storm area, means site completion will be very high, or site competition will be very high. Was there anything outside of the storms in previous years, or was it always only in the storms? I think it was always only in the storms. However, you know, at the end of the day, you can just spawn more of these, right? Maybe the whole map is going to be full of storms. Only the storms in high, low, and null. I don't remember site availability being a particularly a bad issue for the Winter Nexus event. I think it was fine. Or it wasn't worse than with other events. Anyways, we'll find out. Okay, that. What is this? Why is there a picture of a Galenti hauler? It's a which one is this? That's the... Is this... No, that's not the P... Is it the PI hauler? Or is this a lad? Oh, that's the lad itself. Hunt your lads for special tech that unlocks more within the storms. The Nereus. Is it the Nereus? Or is this the Miasmus? I can't tell. Okay, Yule Lad drops. This year, Innerbus is... Okay, this is the reference there. Innerbus is launching a cautionary campaign for travelers by dispatching logistical automated delivery vessels named after the legendary Yule clones. However, a whistleblower within Verity Enhancements, known only by the codename Yule Catter, claims to have proof that the Yule Lads are not what they seem. Hunting down these automated vessels will give you Verity Cryotech that will unlock new challenges and rewards. Alright, for enforcers, new challenges and rewards. That's something I mean, the Lads we didn't have last year, right? And whatever this is, we didn't have last year. So there's new stuff to the event, which I really like. It's not just a, repeat of last year. We got some things we know how they work, and then we will have some new things. I like this kind of mix. I think we will have to probe NPC haulers. I mean, this particular one. So there's... I'm not sure this is probing down. Well, it could be a signature. I don't think it's going to be combat probing, because I see effects. And effects usually mean it's a signature or an anomaly. It's a site of a sort. Have we combat... yeah, wait, there are sites you combat probe. Like the pirate strongholds you used to combat probe. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's D-scan. Maybe they will just be... I don't think they will just be at a Celestial and you can warp there because of the effect. You see, there's snow here. This is an effect of something, and I don't think that will just happen at the planet. Then again, that's me guessing, right? I'm reading way too much into this, am I? Oh, you think this is because of the storm being active in the system? Wait, was everything... Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I forgot about that. Forget what I just said. Doesn't make any sense. This is within the system with the storm, and then the whole system has the snowy pieces, right? That's it. So they will probably show up at Celestials, at least. Unless this screenshot was particularly fabricated to throw us off. Who knows? Cool. Okay, so for enforcers, as in pew people, this means access to more dangerous parts of the storms with stronger forces to fight. Maybe they can spawn escalations? In high sec, Marauders will need this cryotech, specifically the Cryo Storm Clarifier, to access combat sites. No such restrictions apply in low sec or null sec, however. Depositing cryotech will give access to more challenging and rewarding experiences in all Winter Nexus combat sites. Yeah, I should just read the whole thing before making up shit, right? Sleipnir Prize goes to the moon? I don't know. We need to know what this... I'm actually confused. So this is meant to reduce the marauder spam for event sites, I guess. Chores PI with a tier 3. Cheers. Thanks for the support. That's very kind. Oh wait, we did complete a hype train level, right? Let me just... Yeah, we'll do a wheel spin after that. Okay, hold on a second. Let's put this together. This is only going to be in high sec. Marauders will need the cryotech. Oh, well, the cryostorm clarifier to access the combat sites. That implies everybody else doesn't. So if you don't bring a marauder, you can just enter this site. And then, well, these restrictions are not for low and null. And the depositing cryotech will give access to more challenging and rewarding experiences in all Winter Nexus combat sites. So, kind of makes sense. Stronger ship, you have access to the stronger content, you probably get better loot and whatnot. And then you can go in, but you're not going to just marauder spam the base sites because it would be kind of, well, you don't have these things, you got to get them first. This is kind of a cool idea, actually. Let's see how this is going to play out. Pretty nice. Okay, so obviously Odysseus. Hacking site, data, by the looks of it. Check. Explorers can use the tech to gain access to relays normally scrambled by storm interference, which can then be hacked. Okay. So there will be additional hacks in the hacking sites that also are only unlocked by these cryotech thingies you find with the Yule Lats. Ramp up the PvE to be hard is always welcome. Yeah, and then restrict it sort of to the... Or restrict the lower challenge sites to, well, lower end vessels, which is kind of cool. Okay, the tech will give miners additional recipes for mined ice, which will award enhanced salvage packages. Cryotech can be deposited in certain structures in and around the sites to unlock these extras. So cool. I wonder what the Tengu means here. So in addition to the regular Winter Nexus challenges, you can hunt Yule Lats to get more action and reap more rewards. The storms will be visible on the star map and can be accessed with ice storm filaments. Seasonal riches. Every day you enter New Eden will bring gifts during the Winter Nexus, including Aurora and Universalis skins, Winter Nexus themed Skinner components, Evermarks, up to 650,000 skill points for Omegas, and much more. Day 26 brings the ultimate boost. A total of 400k SP for Omegas. Alright, upgrading to Omega status at any time during the Winter Nexus will grant access to all Omega rewards from the start of the event. Yes, as in retroactively. If you unlocked... So this is important, guys. Even if you do not necessarily plan to cash in on this with your alpha ults, you should still log them in and claim the reward every day. And then at the end of the event, for whatever reason you decide, I'm going to Omega them for a couple of days, you can just collect all the Omega rewards as well, back to the point, or for all the days you claimed as an alpha. So do not waste this opportunity, right? I'm not sure the mastery packs are going to be discounted exif at the end of the Winter Nexus. But there's always the weekend fleet pack, right? Oh, well, I say always. Let's hope it is going to be there for this. All right, get the new ice mining destroyer. Furthermore, completing challenges with will advance you along the seasonal reward track, unlocking Plex, skill point skins, and a blueprint. I guess that's a copy, right? For the Perseverance, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. A new ice mining variation of the Pioneer mining destroyer. This vessel is not available anywhere else, so start preparing for the challenges right now. A mining destroyer, first introduced with the Pioneer that came with the Catalyst expansion, is the perfect step up from the Venture, bridging the gap between a frigate and a barge. Don't miss a thing. Make sure you start logging in and completing activities on day one so you don't miss out on any of the Winter Nexus rewards. See you in the storms. Nice. I'm excited. Tuesday. All right. That's just 5 days now. What? Yeah, give or take. So, lads, it kind of looks like from the screenshot here that you just need to find them and have a ship that can do a little bit of pew pew. We don't know if they will have some sort of response fleets though. That'd be kind of funny if they were harder to acquire than just, oh, holler, shoot, oh, got the item. I was first. It's gonna be quite a competition, I guess, depending on how often or where or yeah, how they spawn. You think it will be player conflict like Vanguard? I don't think it's going to be that restricted. I would guess these are going to be more available than the squalls with Vanguard, but it can be a little bit like a resource rush situation. Hello, Seahorn, how's it going? You think it's going to be D-scan time, Aslan? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe I even want to focus on finding these at first to get a couple of items before it becomes too popular, the hunt for these. Yeah, we'll see how we start. The items will be worth a lot at the start, definitely, until it's clear how many of them are going to be available or how easily they're acquired. The prices might actually be quite crazy. Then again, we will use the items to actually run the sites and figure out the mechanics. Also, obviously, there will be a Winter Nexus topic in the wiki where we put our findings, and I say our, not like me and my invisible friend. Illusionary? No, not imaginary friend is the term. If you find out something, please share and we will document it for everybody so everyone can enjoy the event without having to, I don't know, waste too much time figuring it out themselves. Although, if you really like that part of it, spoiler alert. You're not imaginary. Okay, sure. Now let's log in. I owe you a wheel spin. Let's actually see what the dailies are. There's an Erst channel wiki, famous, and since the channel also covers EVE Online, there are EVE Online things on the wiki. We did put quite some work in with the Crimson Harvest event, with, you know, how to run, where's stuff, what fits, how does it work, blah, all these kind of things. But right now the Crimson Harvest things are archived for next year. We can then update whatever changes occur for the next version of that event. Okay, let's catch up with things. We need a wheel. Thanks for the support again. You guys rock. We got 100 mil ISK, 100 plex, and a media skin. Soon we will have scope syndication skins again. They are back on the menu. Oh wait, we already had that. You're going back to Okami Tea Time podcast. Wait, what? Did I miss something? I haven't seen that one yet. I guess I know what I'm listening to later. Jagmort, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I mean, it's if there's Okami in it, there's good stuff in it. Good luck. Hello, Jagmort in chat as well. Oh wow, look at that! What a locker kind of bunch of you all are. Righty. Let's make it 2 winners then. We'll do the daily 500 mil and 100 plex in the same swoop. So the raffle has 2 winners. Good luck. Top winner gets 500 mil, bottom winner 100 plex because that's less than 500 mil nowadays, right? Things changed. Hold what? It has a CCP Monty in it as well. Oh, bonus content. Cool. So, yeah. Definitely want to... Wait, let me click that link actually for later. So I don't have to search, although my YouTube algorithm is suggesting these things anyways nowadays, which is great. Okay, there we go. That one. Got the link. Okami Tea Time, episode 1. Cool. Alright, we'll leave that open for another 20 seconds. Also need my other account for this. And then hopefully we can do some monthly progression. And after that, I need to look into restarting some of my PI tunes. I've been slacking hard. Wanted to do that yesterday, but it was more important to onboard Salty Mike with home fronts. So we did. And we didn't die. I got all the vessels back without any dents in it. Pretty good. You've caught the Homefront bug. Was 2 days late with PI. Huh? What? Cheers, Nemesis. Glad you enjoyed it. There's a particular thing I will... Oh, we'll have to debrief first. I actually hadn't had the chance to debrief with Mike yet. Where he basically muted in Discord and just was like, hey, I don't want to disturb the stream comms by talking to my chat. I think we should really treat this as in we're all together, we're in one pile, and we just chit-chat as usual with our communities. That's the main sort of takeaway I got to make it better next time. That's my feedback. Do we know the Winter Nexus fits yet? I would guess that the base sides will be the same like last year, so whatever we had last year is going to be this viable. Pretty sure. Except if you were running Marauders, you will first need these keys now to run Marauders in high sec sites. Alright, 3, 2, 1, raffle closed. Good luck. Let's get this done. What are the dailies today? Oh, there's no 50 LP. However, manufacturing is on the menu. Okay. We'll figure something out. I'm pretty sure that was a typo cracker. It's the ship class. Fairly certain. Alright, congrats. 500 mil going to a Ganky Slavey. And Chiparo gets the 100 plex. Congrats. Speak up. Oh, sorry, Yankee Slavey, not Ganky. I need glasses. All right, sorry. There you go. We got both. Yankee gets the 500 mil. And then we have 100 plex for Shapiro. Contract is up. ISK is gone. And what now? Good question. Yeah, register for free skins. It's a Galenti line of Streamcast skins, I believe, right? Currently, we're working on, is this what, an Ishkur? It's an Ishkur. Cheers, Yankee Slavey. Good done. Good done. Well done. And congrats to Shiparo as well. Well played. Okay, so, can we... Let's try something. I don't even have my Google Sheet for PI at the ready. That's how how bad it is. 1 second, we will try to find that. Oh, that one. Okay, let's bring this up. Now, let's hope the dark mode works, or we will be blinded. It worked. Oh, perfect. Okay, so, yeah, all of this is in this array. I guess we'll just color the things accordingly. What color is this? That one. Okay, cool. Makes sense. I'm just gonna color everybody this every character the same right now, so we know which ones have been tended to. So my plan is to, because this is a lot of things to restart, I don't want to do this in one setting. So the idea is to have one account, as in 3 characters, restarted per day over the course of a week, and then we have it up and running again at full sort of steam in 1 week from now, and it's not going to be annoying to achieve that. The horrible day for each... No, I'll make it a horrible week of restarting, and then each restart is going to be less annoying. Jer's stream froze. Uh-oh. My stream looks fine. But no, I do not want to buy viewers. Kick. Bot. I'm good. Cheers, Joachim. Enjoy. Alright, so which account do I fancy? No, really? Oh god, every time I... Next bot. Oh, shit. Sometimes I wonder if these guys are watching, and because I'm shitting on them, they just spam the chat more. Fancy. Where do we start? Like, maybe here. Oh yeah, this is going to be easier because this one here is manufacturing anyways, mostly. So I don't need to be there. Yeah, so I can do... Yeah, let's go with the main account. Boom. That's the plan. You restart a PI for 54 planets every day, plus 9 pilots. That's eventually going to happen as well, but it will be just me hitting restart, not like actually taking care of where... I think they're actually listening. They're spamming now. You know, I can just click ban again. You continue wasting your accounts, which I also report. You do you. Idiots. It is what it is. They sense the chat activity, not listening. Now, I just have a feeling every time I address it, like, acoustically, that there's more of these coming. I usually just ban one. Don't talk about it, and then that's it. But we got 3 already today. Moving up in the world, I guess. PI. Let's get started. Who knows, right? Sometimes I get ads for things I talked about. One wonders how that happened. You get ads for things you thought about. Okay, you definitely want to go check your head, I guess. I talk a lot about a lot of stuff. That's how that happened. Okay, it's just the sheer amount of things I talk about. One is just gonna fit eventually. Yep. Your electronics devices are listening to you 24 hours a day. Yeah, sometimes it feels like that. Oh well. You get ads for things you bought. Yeah, well, that happens all the time to me, which is, I don't know, kind of stupid. I guess there's some sort of feedback link that's missing. Oh, I get a lot of Eve ads, by the way. I seem to be a target audience for, you know, Eve player, or to be an Eve player. Well, they're pretty good at targeting. Other than the fact that I already played the game, right? That's a waste of money. Stop accepting cookies. And you think that's the solution. All right, then. Let's get started. How does PI work? Planetary industry. Now, I don't think I can just... Whoa. Okay, everything is big. Not good. Enable compact mode. Let's put that here. Normally, I haven't done this for two and a half months. Normally, I would just click this button and be done with it. Oh, by the way, we need a hotkey for this. Or restart all planets. How about that? Restart all planets button, please. There are evats, yeah. I get them on Reddit often. On a couple of, like, where I read stuff platforms, or in my scrolly, the Doom feed on my phone, I get that too. We're close to a rant? About what? Wait, you got back into Eve because you got spammed, or when you got back into Eve, you then got spammed with Eve ads? You see Frontier a lot on YouTube? Not really on my feed. Interesting. Yeah, not even close to around. So let's see how bad this is. Oh shit, wait, what? Oh! Yeah, my mains on each account actually didn't clean up their PI. We could maybe just do that. Yeah, I don't have implants, so... Where are we exactly? In current state? Oh, perfect. So I can just clone jump. I hope I can clone jump. Yeah, Thucker Tribe. This is my PI location. Let's clone jump and sort this out. You got boxer shorts and Harry Potter ads 24/7, I reckon. Wow. Interesting. Okay, we are there. Let's see how local looks like. Oof. Yeah, that might not be a good idea. Who are these people, though? Why are they not red? Where did I just jump to? Oh, wait, I didn't jump yet, did I? No, I did. Okay, I did. Yep, there's my epithel. Let's see if I'm gonna mess this up. Oh, wait. Ooh, before we go. I'll need an implant. I need a clone here. So if I die, then I'm back in Chida, but I still want to be able to jump into here. The RAM prices are really crazy right now, right? SSD prices are going up as well, I heard. I think I'm good, luckily. Alright, what are we gonna... Oh, wait. What just... Huh? Now local just disappeared, more or less. That's weird. Alright, let's put these here. We will warp to this and get all these things transferred. Actually, we can do that for all of them, right? With a bit of luck, I can also collect all of these. Alright, first one. Where's my cargo hold? That's there. Alright. Oh, no. We're gonna put that into this department. Compartment, I should say. Next. And then we're gonna go access this. Ooh, that's a lot. Last but not least, these. Alright, cool. Is high-sec PI worth doing these days? Not if you are about extraction. If you're about production of higher tiers of stuff, then it can make sense. I understand. You never understood how this PI works. But we can have a look at this spreadsheet in a second and I can explain my setup. Right now I'm just picking up things that have been accumulated or have accumulated over the last time whenever I restarted the thing last, but I neglected it quite a bit, so the idea is to restart and then doing that I can also explain how it works in my setup. Anyways, PI is like a fingerprint. Yours is going to be different. PI is about figuring out which level of annoyance every day or every X days you want to have in order to achieve a certain ISK per month doing it. That's my perception of PI. Even for production, you will be paying 10%. Yeah, definitely. But the amount of materials you can, or raw resources you can get from high-sec planets is just pretty shitty, so I don't think it makes... I mean, it makes sense to learn it, and it's still gonna be a bit of a profit, but just not really that much in terms of time spent on getting it done, right? PI is considered a passive income, however, you gotta deal with it in regular intervals, otherwise doesn't make sense. No, I do not, Sir Garage. That sounds like a new computer there, Azoth Prime, including graphics card. Kinda crazy. I need local bookmarks. Why are they here? That's weird. Okay. This and that, and we're gonna go to undock so we can scan. See if there's any traps. Whoa, local is just crazy again. Oh, I think that this is a farmer group going back and forth. Interesting. You learned PI and high-sec as well. Still have 3 planets there. Getting about 30 million a month. I mean, as a new player, this could be an interesting thing, right? Wait, was it DDR6? No, DDR5. Yeah, 6 is not a thing yet. Well, on graphics memory, it's DDR6, right? What's happening today? I need to restart my PI. I realized that my main account, my main character on the main account did not get any PI stuff moved lately. So we got 600 million estimate worth of PI from 6 planets. Which I'm gonna contract to my producer. Or the tier... ooh, what? Why do I have that? Ah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's put this here, and then I'm gonna hand over mechanical parts, this, synthetic oil, and that one to my producer, yeah. Of the higher tiers. Okay, cool. That's done. So now we can restart. However, we first want to check if the positioning makes any sense, which probably doesn't after 2 months. All the deposits of what I'm trying to extract here have significantly moved, will be my guess, but we'll see. So here we want to extract non-CS crystals. Let's see. Okay, set up, talk. Those who haven't seen it before, how does this work? I have 2 extractors. Extracting a different P0. This P0 is then being moved to valve storage places. And the P0 is then picked up by the P1 producing facility. So here we have 2 P1 producing facilities, which are taking, in this case, the non-CS crystals, and they're producing chiral structures. So they're taking the P0 that's being extracted by this guy and making it P1. After that, they will put it here. And from there, it will be picked up by these 2 guys, which are producing P2. So basically, P01, P02, and then we have producers for P10 and P11, and then P11 and P10 are being taken to produce P2, which in this case is, what are we producing? Consumer electronics. So this planet does P0 to 1 to 2, and then it's being extracted and sent to another planet to make P3 out of it. That's how this works. It's actually not that hard. It's all about knowing how much extraction per hour you need in order to saturate these things. That's it. And then you have max, if you have max saturation, you can calculate how much output you have per month. And then eventually you will end up with something like this calculation, which is, so I have a 4,320 yield of consumer electronics and mechanical parts twice, because I have 2 lava planets and 2 barren planets configured the same way. And then these are further sort of up. How shall we call it? These are taken in, and then robotics are produced 2,592 per day in terms of robotics. And then, yeah, we have the prices, and I actually need to update the prices. But with everything together is about 8 billion after tax. Not market tax, that's export-import tax per month. In my setup with 7 accounts and 21 tunes in total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6 accounts. 6 accounts, so 18 tunes are involved here. It's all a game of, yeah, how much can this produce per hour, balancing it with how many. So when you are setting up a planet, right, each planet has a certain, where can I see this? Where's the resources? I'm confused right now. Yeah, here you can, among other places, you can see it here. So you have a certain amount of CPU capacity available to fit the planet, and a certain amount of power grid to fit the planet. So the more facilities you put, or depending on what facility and how many of them you put, your power grid is going to be used. in my case, my power grid is 98.2% used, and with a nullsec planet, you can kind of do this P2 production maxed out with this sort of construct here, which is a little bit, yeah, let's not go into details. There's a reason we have these valves here and whatnot to make it a bit more bearable in terms of management without having overflow of either of these if there's more of one thing that's being extracted than the other thing. All right, so let's see. We need, what was that? Non-CS crystals. So let's do a scan for non-CS crystals. And yeah, we can see there's quite some. And in order to saturate the whole installation, we need, what was it? 12,000 an hour? If I remember correctly. We need 12,000 an hour. So I'm running a 23 hour, 45 minute cycle on this, which makes it so every day, if I would want to run this at max efficiency, I'll have to go here. Where's the thing? Planets. Every day, for every tune, I have to go through this and click this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And every month or so, I have to check if my extractors are still in a place which guarantees 12k per hour. Right now, you can see, wow, even after not tending to the planet for 2 months, I get 26,000 units per hour. I could just hit start right now, as in restart, without doing anything. However, let's see if we can make it so this is going to last for a bit longer. So what you do not want to do is just have your extraction heads of a particular type of extraction all in the same place. Be like, let's extract this, because this area will empty out. What you want to try to do is to just spread them across where there is stuff as much as possible, so you can just leave them alone for a month or so while extracting. So I'll probably try this, and you can see we get 30,000 average per hour right now, which is not, I need 12. Now you might be like, yeah, but what are you going to do with all the excess here? How do you manage that? You don't. That's what these valves are for. So this thing here is producing as much as it can until this thing here is full. And then when it's full, this one blocks. It won't be able to produce more tier 0, so you don't overflow, and you always have the same amount of both tier 0s as long as none of these produces less than 12,000 per hour for after one of them is empty, right? As long as you have always something in these little overflow valves or reserve deposit storage facilities, you will always get the same amount of T1 produced / P2 produced, because there's never going to be an overflow of each of any of these. Overflow is just being destroyed basically by a cycle that cannot put things into the storage. That's the specifics of my setup. I wanted it so that there's not going to be, if the silo is, if one of the P0s none of the P0s gets empty ever, there's not going to be like weird shit in your output launch pad that you don't want. You just get the final product. Okay, so this is fine. Let's go. Do the same thing for the second head. Let's check how we are doing there. And it also looks good. Like we can even go and adjust a little bit, see where the stuff actually is. Yeah, we'll put some here, put some there. That one goes here. Move that over there. Maybe here. We could leave that one there. Okay, 33 per hour, which is like almost triple what I need. And that's it. Submit. Now this thing is going to run. I'm going to do this for the other 6 planets now. And we're done. Where was it? Industry. Planetary industry. Next. So, Hemshell, the duration really comes down to how much yield you want from this. If you have a shorter period for extraction, it is much easier to not have to move your extraction heads at all for a month. If you have longer than that and you want to achieve the 12K, you might have to adjust them every time you look at this. But my daily routine seriously is just logging in, click, 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 and I do this with 7 accounts at the same time and just go round and round and round and round, and then there's no wait for a single client to respond for the restart command, which makes it really fast. It's like 5 minutes a day or something to reset all 18 tunes. Okay, next. This one looks kind of shitty. Yeah, the barren planets are a bit harder to deal with, but it kind of looks like the spread I have is pretty okay. We get double what we need. So yeah, I guess actually we can maybe even move one of these down here. Pull that there. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Let's go. Next. Okay, that looks very shitty, but we still have options here to spread our extractors. We get 24, double the yield I need. That's great. And done. Planet number 2, check. Okay, I'm gonna speedrun the rest now. Again, this extractor head moving, this happens now, but then not for a month, give or take. Yeah, that looks good. Done. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Bit more spread, right? What is somewhere in the wrong place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th? Can't see the head. Oh, there. Alright, let's put that here. Done. Yeah, happy. And last one. Why not claim some ersts off in drone lands? Streamer structures, streamers off. We all know how this goes, right? Various examples over time. It might be funny for a bit until somebody who can is just gonna kick down your castle because you're basically broadcasting the solution. So coloring by number entity can show up and take it away from you. There's no point to that, in my opinion, if Earth 0. And I mean, I lost a single vessel in this system doing this PI. This is an NPC nullsec thingy. A single vessel. An empty single vessel in this system. And they're 12 million or something. Probably made about, I don't know, 60, 70 billion. And I lost 12 million. I don't need soft to pull this off. You just need to use D-scan and common sense, I guess. Okay, common sense, dumb word. Let's not use that. D-scan and risk awareness. Just do the math. Alfburn started their PI in high sec, been moving it to low sec now, as you get more blockade runner characters. See, that I find very dangerous. I would not want to bring blockade runners to the planets, to the customs office, or, yeah, period. The blockade runner is going to get caught by a cloaked bomber. And you're done. You can't do anything about it. You warped there. You have to decloak in order to pick up stuff. And if somebody is there, you doing that, that blockade runner is gone. So what I do instead, I bring this thing. That's 10, it's not even 12 million, it's 10 million ISK. This is ammo. As long as you don't have anything in cargo when you get caught, as in make sure you have always enough space in the customs office so you can just shove whatever is in your cargo hold in there, you lose 10 million ISK and you don't care. If you lose a blockade runner, ouch. that would suck. Okay, that one's done. Let's get the alt in. The blockade runner with good bookmarks is only visible for 2 seconds. Which might be enough for a bomber. You know, people who are luring for PI vessels at a planet, that's the thing they do. They are pretty good at that. And 2 seconds of a targetable blockade runner is enough for the bomber to get it. So, I don't know. I would never want to risk blockade runners for that part of the PI operation. But that's just my risk versus reward kind of calculation. You have a good night, Dr. Afson. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. That's the cue. Where were we? Do I need to pick up something from the planets or not? We will see that now. It's another extraction setup. I don't think... Oh yeah, we have a little bit of things. Okay, let's just clean it up and then restart. Let's see if this is going to be fine. We got 4 locals right now. It would be a bot-like reaction to target and catch it? Not really. Menteras. Somebody who is hunting PI folks, they know their patterns. And they will just be, oh, the guy just undocked. Okay, let's pay attention. And then they start hammering on their... So they hit control and click, 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 click on their overview. The freaking server tick, the blockade runner is visible. That will succeed. That's all they have to do. And on D-scan, they will see you coming. Maybe not. Okay. If they have something at undock, they will see you coming. Or in D-scan range of undock. They will know, okay, the guy's on the way. And then just wait for the route to eventually yield to that planet. Lead to that planet. Okay, that being said, my D-scan is not... Okay, now I see what I want to see. Let's get off the station for a sec and fix the playlist. The bomber has a 5-second cooldown after decloak? No. The bomber has an insta-lock. My understanding is they have 0 decloak locking delay. They still, you know, need time to lock, but they can start instantly. That's what makes them so dangerous. And the bomber is a frigate. Right? They will lock up... Whoops. What happened? A blockade runner pretty quickly. Isn't it worth using a 10 times more expensive stuff when a 10 million ship can do the same job? Yeah, I would not run a blockade runner for picking up things at the planet. But again, my risk versus reward calculation with the knowledge or the ways I died in the past taken into account. Too paranoid about cloak bombers. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there, man. So if I were to not pick up things in the system without nudes, I could not run this very reasonably. It would be annoying. Like right now there's 3 newts in system. Morning, Nebuzar. How's it going? Hello, brother Grimoire. Greetings. How's things? Having a clean restart here with my PI. Hopefully I'll be consistent with it for a while again. Might be like 8 billion a month. Somewhat passively or in almost with good safety. Let's put it this way. And hello, Dark Stranger. The T-scan has been super clean so far. I made you do indirectly PI on 11 characters. Oh, okay. Do I need to feel bad now about this? Or? Hope you make some ISK. Nice ISK to sustain the accounts, cool. How do you manage the different raw materials outcome? Not sure I understand the question. Right now I'm picking them up. This one here is because I let one of my valve silos get empty. That was me being lazy, otherwise we wouldn't have water here. We would just have the superconductors. Alright, we are good to go. Let's assume there's no bubble. I would see it on D actually. There's no bubble. So I have a valve vandal in my setup. I'll point at it in a sec when I restart them. Okay, garbage gone. Double click. These are the valves. Vanilla. P0. One of the P0s goes here. The other one goes here. If here is full, their stuff just disappears. As long as none of these is ever empty after the thing has been started, you have always the same amount of things being produced, because these guys here will just take one from here and one from here. As long as you have one when they try to take, these things will always just produce P2, and the rest goes poof. When the extractor wants to put more into this silo and the silo is full, it goes poof. So you don't have to do anything. You have to make sure they don't underrun. No, I start daily vanilla, so I don't have to move the extractors. It's much easier to run a very, very short cycle to get what you need, which is 12,000 an hour sustained, and then you can just leave the extractors where they are. I have not moved extractors for 2 months with this. If I were to turn it on with a 23 hour 45 minute cycle, I would get more than double than I need per hour just by leaving it the way it is. and then you literally log in and click restart, 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 restart. You don't check. Maybe once a month you check, and then you're good. And all you do is to make sure these silos never go empty. That's it. But then you don't have to min-max these freaking extractors every day or every week even. What is this channel join message that happens all the time? That's weird. Okay, so I want to have the extractors far apart from each other so they don't just mine out a specific spot. Yeah, and we got double what we need, so that's you. Done. Next. That looks pretty good as well. We can maybe even scan for a second. Like, yeah, right. This is good, this is good. Let's get them a little bit away from each other. That can even be down here. Fine, go. You've never seen 24 hours? I've only changed the setup to 24 hours because of the restart button that was added, I don't know, a year ago? When was the restart button added? A while ago, but not that long. Okay, this looks a bit dire here, but can probably manage. Yeah, 20 is fine. 4 or 5 months ago, about half a year. All right. Did I submit? Yeah, I did. Next. Before that, I had a 6-day, 23-hour cycle. But it would make me move the extractors every time, and I'm not really a fan of that. Wait, where? Okay, one goes here, one goes here. Well, let's move that one here. All right. Three more planets. March 12th, all right. You only started doing PI when that change came in. I mean, when they added the templates, that was the first sort of... I think that's why I got back into PI, because of the templates. It makes it so much easier to get these installations up. What are we going to do with these? Let's put one here. Something, something. What? I don't understand. Weird. Okay, that's done. I'll have to follow up with these channel join issues another time. Yeah, renaming nodes would be nice, right? Especially the launch pads. That always confuses me. Especially with a P3 producer, because you have to import and export and put it in the right bucket for the things to work out. Oh, I can leave that up there. Okay, that was that. Now, just quickly, the P3 producer is on this account. We might even actually get some P3 started now that I got some from the other two guys. We'll see if it makes sense. Good morning, Waldeck. How's it going? Farlorn is assuming there are any number of industrial player corporations that do PI. For sure, yeah. And hello, Exploration. How's it going? Alright, let's see what we got. This one is empty. Oh yeah, we got some opportunity here to already get some P3 started with the leftovers. Wow, we can even get both started. That's nice. Now this trip is dangerous, so you wanna be careful. I'm gonna go out with a $500 million worth of stuff, actually. Yeah, I'm deliberately not filling up my capacity here to 100%, so I can put all of these things to the customs office I'm about to warp, just in case I get owned. I don't want to lose the 500 million in cargo. I don't care about the 10 million for the ship, right? So let's not fill it up to completion. Let's see if we can get away with it. T-scan is fine. Let's get the planets up. Are we going to visit? Oh, we even have some finished product. Nice. Let's go. Afternoon, Fear and Kindred. How's things? So we're going to supply these to here while picking up that one, and then we move over to here. Now, this is a problem, right? I wouldn't know where do I put down these materials. This is dumb. I will sort that out later. I just want to dump things and then go back dock. PI makes you want to cry. It's just about getting it to a level where it's not annoying anymore, right? Restarting obviously sucks a little, so I'm going to warp to undock. Okay, now we have to figure out where to download these things. So let's check the installation. The two ins are TS and XS, so we can put down, it doesn't matter which one goes where. I connected it in a way so you can put PI1, this tier 2 PI of type A into any of the launch pads. Oh, a Megathron is on D now. Let's do insta-dock and hope for no smart bombs. Actually, wait. This guy at the station trying to smart bomb me? Let's double check. Oh wait, I also need to do this start for this one. I haven't downloaded it yet. So here we need to put things into T2 and 13. T2 looks good. 13 goes there. Ah, the Megathron is gone, so we're good. Insta-dock, let's go. And then we're going to get this P3 started as well. You just stopped PI because you don't want to cry and quit Eve? Really? Well, this is a bit of a chore now because I have to restart it, then tend to it for 2 months. After that, it's just going to be reset, reset, reset. Alright, do we have enough mats for... Yes, we can. What did I just do? 13k, 13k. Let's do that. The weak perish, the strong do PI. Yeah, if you stop doing PI, you basically make me more money. So stop doing PI. I shouldn't stream this, right? Oh well, mistakes were made. All right, here we're gonna go. So CH has the product, therefore the two lowers are the ones where I need to put the inputs. Not enough. Oh, this is unfortunate. Just ran out of ISK to pay the taxes. That's bad. Shit. We're gonna GTFO for a second until that's resolved. Alright, there we go. Let's try that again. Have I considered destroying the Poco and putting down your own? Oh, that's gonna... As a solo player, Hemshal, that's gonna work for sure. I mean, they have a 10% tax for nullsec. Could be worse. I'm okay with that. Where are my... Okay. I'm just going to initiate warp to undock. Let's put this here, get that out. And then get things started. Too fast. Okay, there we go. Now we have 3P3 production centers running. We gotta go fix our 2P2s. Actually, is there stuff I need to pick up? No, really? Okay, cool. I did warp here. D-scan is clear. Let's go. You have 1% in null. Yeah, but that's soft space, right? Living. So I have NPC stations here, and I'm not part of whatever lives here, right? So I'm basically doing ninja PI, so 10% is a good deal. I make the 8 billion after the taxes I pay for this. Still a good deal. Who owns the Pocos? I have no clue. Well, Great Wildlands, these guys. Oh, the Pocos. Okay, so we got this. Maybe I even have enough for a extraction run. To Chida, that is. We got... No, I don't. After these go through, I will have. And then we'll bring the Deluge to move about 1.5 billion worth of product to Chida. That's gonna be likely on Saturday. Deluge for the win, right? They're really nice. Okay, so that's that. Now we just gotta go restart these. Too bright, man. I wish they would have fixed this by now. Some of the barren planets are awfully bright since their rework. Yeah, I guess I'll take it like this. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's 6? Oh, it's only 5. Okay, probably for reasons. Yeah, probably because of that. That is... good enough. Okay. That was 3 accounts. Pretty much these 3 guys here are set up. So P3 production is good. I'm going to change the color just to indicate I've dealt with them this week. Or with the restart. So once everything is blue, the whole thing is running again. I don't want to do all of them right now because you get the idea. It's kind of annoying. We'll do the next account tomorrow, and in 7 days they will be running on a level where I could just hit the restart button for a month before I have to deal with them in any other capacity again. Salatra, out of coincidence, I'm now the 3rd streamer in the past couple of weeks you've watched do almost entirely PI streams. What do you mean, almost entirely? I'm done for today. Don't worry, that was it. Oh wait, unless... Actually, wait a second. Let's hand these over to my main guy. Maybe we can bring a batch to Chida. I think that my main actually has some of this stuff already banked. And if it's enough to fill a deluge, I'll actually do that as well. So I can show you that bit. Nah, it doesn't look like it though. We could bring some of this excess stuff. Let's check how space weather is. We would need... Okay, Chida in is easy. I don't know, it's a 20 jump run. It's a bit annoying. Nah, 20 jumps is too annoying. We will not do it today. Alright, also I would have to go pick up the deluge first, right? And then bring it here, get the ore and filament back through parchment. Which I don't want. I do not do the extraction runs with epithals anymore because in high sec they're a freaking catastrophe to keep alive. That's actually... I had one accident with PI that was not in this system, where I lost like, yeah, full load, 2 billion, I guess, because I used the epithal to transport. And in high sec, you do not want to, you want to have cloak in high sec to move this ship from wherever you end up exiting from parchment into, well, to Chida. I think I got killed like at the perimeter gate. Cheers, Tasselhoff. PI is like a fingerprint, really. Your PI is yours, mine is mine. It comes down to how you want to deal with it. I found a sweet spot, which is still, work, but bearable for the ISK that comes out of it. And I just restarted it, so that's great. Now let's go get back home with this guy. I do have a clone here, right? Yeah, so I can go back to Chida via self-destruct now. Oh, too quick. Now. Just drop it into the nearest station when you reach high sec and then move it with a deluge. The thing is, if you are doing this with an epithal, you gotta wait for the timer in parchment to then proximity filament out. You gotta wait 15 minutes? 20 minutes? Well, whatever time, 15 minutes, I believe, until your cooldown is up. And with the deluge, you just scan and you're out. It feels more efficient that way. Plus, you might actually end up in a system without a station, right? Cheers, survival met. Yeah, I learned a lot by looking at other people's PI to figure out how I wanna form, or yeah, how I wanna do mine. Okay, so this one is my PI extractor, as in this one here. I have filament, or I would just go through Terra now, get up to the place, pick the PI up, and then then border filament into parchment. From there, it would scan the exit, and we're good. You know, interdiction nullifier helps to get through the bubble in parchment, and then covered up's cloak with a sub 4 second align is, you're not going to die in high sec unless you are really, really unlucky with the placement of things when you jump. There's now the PI templates, which is super cool, right? You have to create your PI setup once for a particular planet or thing you want to produce, and then you can just copy it to other planets with a single click. Makes things so much less painful if you have many accounts participating in it. Okay, so we're done with the chores and the PI, because there's no 50 LP thing today, which is unfortunate. Is there anything we can do to prepare for Winter Nexus? I mean, it's still 5 days. Maybe the hulls I want to buy before the prices explode in our faces. But they might already have, actually. What fits did I use with Winter Nexus? Let's see. To give you a head start, I guess. Oh, wait, that one is not documented yet, but we can most likely... just search for winter. Oh boy, those are... wow. I have not updated them since 2022. I guess they just work. Whoa, those are all Lokis. Wait a second. Oh, I might have actually... oh, let's see. Maybe I have them in-game. Winter. Got a Vigilant, Endurance, Loki. Why 21? Okay, Noses. I don't even have a Sleipnir for this. Why Sleipnir? I was using Loki's and Noseye apparently. Okay, well, Sleipnir. We got the answer why Sleipnir, I guess. Because this was a thing. Hail and Fleet EMP. I think we were running Fleet EMP for everything except the boss something, right? And then we would hit the boss with Hail. Almost 850 DPS. Oh wait, did I call it WN? Oh shit. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay, thanks, chat. You know better than I do. Glorious. It's kind of the Loki DPS situation here, just without changing ammo, I reckon. For the boss anyways. Okay, so the estimate says 495. How much is it if I want to buy it right now? That's actually not too bad. It's less than the estimate. Or wait, did the... No. Sleipnir is fine. Can I not? There. No, Sleipnir is fine. It's probably... Wait, let me check if I still have one. There's a good chance that this ship is just laying around somewhere. Oh wow, no, not this time. Alright. Am I happy with this? Kaldari Navy Hornets, because drone aggro, loot. Yeah, so I would kind of assume if the Marauders need special equipment to enter the high sec sites, this could actually be sort of the sweet spot instead, right? What's the tank here? Sancho was EM thermal, right? Depends on how rare the Marauder keys are in the end. Definitely, yeah. Prices went bonkers at the start of Crimson Harvest? For the Sleipnir? Wait a sec. No, the Sleipnir is kind of at an all-time low in a way. Yeah, well, yeah, there, 365 days ago. You might want to buy your Sleipnirs now, chat. Holy crap, wait a second. Buy. Give me. No, not two of them, just one. Buy. Okay, I have one. Now you can do whatever. Winter Nexus 2025. Yeah, let's buy the ships early today, this time. Alright, what else? Did I run a Claymore? Oof, with boosts. Probably not as good. Same-ish DPS, but there's okay, yeah, there's probably an ammo change involved because application. And I don't really oh wait, that was a passive Claymore. Interesting. Yeah, definitely has less tank. I don't know about this. What else do we have? Praxis. That was a tutors thingy. Hey, it looks like I was running the Sleipnir pretty much. Wait. How about we do this? Oh, there we go. A Drekavac I also had, apparently. Are those the same fits as last year to start? I mean, that's my assumption, Lord Romdell, that they will work with the base sites, right? No prop mod or tractor beam. Sorry. I don't think that the Claymore is a good idea. And, well, even the Claymore, yeah, has an MTU for the final room. You do not need a prop, or if the sites are not changed, the base sites, like previous years, there weren't, you have way enough time to get to the second gate while you kill all the rats in the first room. So, why would you bring a prop mod? That was the thinking there. Now let's see the Drekavac, how that looks like. The Drekavac has a tractor beam. Because it probably allowed, well, there was space. There's a utility high, which, yeah, the other vessels don't have that. Let's copy this. Porch. Yeah, that looks like a pretty min-maxed situation here. Yes, yeah. I guess this is gonna work as well. And what we did for the low sec sites, we just teamed up with 2 of these to run the harder sites, if I remember correctly. And they're still fairly cheap-ish for a battlecruiser setup, and fairly capable. You did use the Claymore last year? You were using them? Alright, Lord Romdell. I'll most likely just verify the Sleipnir. Yeah, maybe I'll run the Drek as well. Drek is probably the most chill, because tracking is not going to be an issue, range is going to be fine. How much DPS are we going to run? Whoa. Oh wait, that's fully ramped up, right? Yeah, we will start with 340 DPS. You only did the ice sites last year. I was focusing on... Well, no, I wasn't focusing. I was doing it all the things all over the place. We'll probably do the same thing. And the idea is, again, to have this here ready for Winter Nexus 2025. The same thing we did for Crimson Harvest. I want to do for Winter Nexus, so you can just pick your poison, well, your site, and then choose your fit and run the thing and get paid. That's the plan. I'll prepare the skeleton once we know more. Maybe there's going to be a pre-patch where we can see some things in Hobo Leagues already and get a category straight for this event. Okay, so I think the vessel I wanted to buy, aka the Sleipnir, I have one now. And if there's any indication from last year, the Sleipnir cost half a bill. If you want to buy a Sleipnir, do it now. Or you will pay 200 million more. Just saying. They will likely go up in price. Especially that Marauders will not be, by default, allowed to run the high-sec sites unless they have that special, let's call it a key, obtained by the lads, which are an additional thing for this year's event. Fucking erst tax? What do you mean? Lab tech. If you buy it now, there's no tax. And you heard it first, right? I mean, most of us will market a Tycoon. Chaos's people will be with Chaos in Losec. It does, Hemshal. The lads sound like an NPC holer hunting, in a way. Or maybe a little bit like the Squalls as part of the Vanguard test event thingy. Okay. Any other ship I want to buy? Oh, wait. Which ships are new since last Winter Nexus? The Mamba probably doesn't make any sense. Wait. We got some battle cruisers that are new. Cenotaph is not gonna work. What else is there? Odysseus, although I highly doubt that's a good idea. Was the alligator? The alligator was a thing already, right? In 2024, I think it was. The Kisriel. What does the Kisriel do? Oh wait, Kisriel is what's that? Angel? No. Yeah. Angel. Projectile. Could actually be kinda cool. Or this. Let's compare this to the Sleipnir. What if we fit this somewhat similarly? What numbers are we... Whoa, what's happening here? Okay. We even have a utility high. Alright, we will have a tanking issue, most likely. What is this, a shield or armor tank? We could choose. Natural resists kind of help, but it can be both. Yeah, let's just see what the shield... Yeah, I think we have one. No, we don't. Well, let's see what this does. Probably don't need this. We have one more slow available for tracking if we need. 1, 2, 3. Let's put that in. Yeah, we'll need some more tank support. We could probably go with a shield boost amplifier. Whoa, look at this. Passive shield recharge is also there. Nice. Yeah, but I think we will need an amplifier here. And what do we do with this? What's the track? Okay, I want to see what the range is with this. Sleipnir is going to run EMP, right? .600 DPS. That doesn't sound particularly great. Oh, wait, we still can... Drones. I think we will have to run medium drones. Vespa, right? And the Kaldari ones because tank, so they don't get obliterated. But then we are at 700. Ooh, 771 DPS. That's more than the Sleipnir does with the EMP, if I'm not mistaken. This looks pretty interesting as an option. I'm not saying this is gonna work, but let's check the range. Whoa, 30. Wait a second. What's the bonus of this ship? Oh. 50% fall off. And another 25 of optimal range and fall off. Holy shit. We might actually get away with hail on these. Okay, let's save the state. Simulate this for a second. And check. Oh wait, this doesn't even have hail. So range is up to... Oh, same, actually. Oh wait, with this. And this. Just one tracking enhancer is already there at the better base optimal. Wait a sec. What is this? Tracking. Fall off. Oh, okay. So let me guess what this is gonna look like. And I want to see what hail range is going to be. We got... Wait, what was the tracking for this guy? Was there a tracking? We got both scripts. I probably run it unscripted. Tracking is... Oh, let's put in the EMP. 60. Alright. Now let's use... Okay, we'll definitely need a tracking support. The way this looks. 54. Oof. 57. Yeah, with this boat has a way worse tracking. Even with EMP, with hail it's going to be worse. 40. Oof. Hail never fail. I mean, for the boss, it doesn't matter, right? I was kind of hoping to get away with not having to reload to other ammo for the boss, as in, so we just run hail no matter what. I mean, the range says yes. The tracking, I'm not sure. Probably not. Unless we put in a web here, which then our tank says no. Yeah, we will need a shield boost amplifier for this to work. Pretty sure. Then we need to plot the resistances here to get enough EHP a second. So yeah, I don't think we can go with hail here, but we have more overall DPS and we won't have to change ammo for the boss if we just stay with EMP. And then we probably can get away with this ish. That's not worth it. Too much diminishing returns. Let's not do that. Well, we'll just do this. Am I running? Wait, what am I running? I'm running 425s. This Lepnir has 425s as well. I'm not doing anything different in terms of the actual gun itself, right? A command. Ah, wait, yeah. Good point. We could add. I don't think the command burst is actually going to remove the requirement for the rigged resistances, though. Oh, wait. That's kind of low now as well. I'm not... okay, let's try something. Maybe. If we go with a multi-spectrum here. That looks kind of promising. And then if we add the command burst on top of it, I would probably... let's see what does more. Wait, the active shielding doesn't do local, right? Oh, yeah, it does. What's better? Yeah, this is not enough. This is just 250. You would do active instead. I mean, no matter which one, all the resistances are going to be affected by whatever I do. Or the EHP across the resistance spectrum will be affected positively, so. But yeah, let's do the math. It comes down to diminishing returns, although I thought the command bursts are on a different calculation. Let's take the worst resist, right? 65. So we are running 54.3 divided by 0.35, and that's 155 EHP a second. That's not that great. Ah, that's without any. Okay, I'm an idiot. Active shielding is 63.9 divided by 0.35. So we're at 182 with the active shielding. If we were to use the harmonizing charge, we run, so 182 versus 181 is the same thing. There's no really difference. I think we mainly need EM thermal, if I'm not mistaken. Sleipnir prices are increasing. Yeah, they went up like... I bought them for 332, right? Guys, buy the Sleipnirs now! They're going up already. I'm not selling Sleipnirs, by the way. Shit. So I think... yeah, I'll go with the resists. No, I go with active shielding. Because we're adding more diminishing returns down here, I believe. With the rigs now. We would do medium rigs, EM. Yeah, EM and thermal. We might be a little bit effed with the kinetic there, but I think we can just kill these rats first and we're good. So this could be an interesting option. Will you get VIP access to Sizzy? I don't think so. Low disc. I don't think we got this for events so far. No, we won't. We got this for expansions in the past, but not for events. I don't even think I want it, really. I would like to be surprised and then figure it out together with you. Yeah, I should have fit the rigs first and then done the math. It's not going to make that much of a difference. I'm pretty sure this should do the trick. Especially that it kills things a bit faster, I would assume, than the Sleipnir. It's a bit more expensive. Well, let's save this. Winter Nexus 2025 question mark, because we still gotta test it, obviously. Getting around with this one is going to be a bit easier, right? The warp speed that is increased. Line time is sub 7. I believe the Sleipnir is like sub 9 or something. And I don't have enough fitting space to save these. Glorious. Actually, we don't need these anymore, right? Yay! So many free fitting things. Okay, let's save this state. So this is 771 DPS. We do not have to change ammo. Range is going to be even better with this. Tracking is going to be almost the same, actually. tank, we'll have to check. So 63.9 with these versus... Wait, there. This thing has significantly more tank. We'll see if it's enough. Wait a second. Huh? I thought the case reel has more DPS. Oh, forget the case reel. Yeah, forget the case reel. No need. Let's do Sleipnir. Yeah, case reel. I thought. Huh? I thought case reel has more DPS. No, it doesn't. So let's not use it. Period. It would if we could use hail, but we can't. So let's not do it. Case reel is a dumb idea. Yeah, this one is sub 9. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, warp's a bit slower, but it's gonna be much safer. And you don't have to have links for this. Yep. Let's not use the case reel. Sorry. I don't know, my brain made that shit up. My brain was hallucinating worse than current AIs. We got 0 information about new NPC transport ships in the Winter Nexus. We know it's inner boss. But that does not necessarily have to be exactly like inner buses are normally fit, which I wouldn't know anyways either. Hello Eastside, how's it going? I'm not sure you've seen my message in Discord, Eastside. A couple of days ago. Content creators get pre-access again? No. That never happened for events. That only was a thing when there's an expansion. As far as I remember. So we'll figure this out together. From Tuesday. I got my Sleipnir, which is probably going to work well. I wonder if the Sleipnir is going to be able to run the site mode, which is harder with these cryo tech components we can get, but yeah, we'll find out. And we have like a month of event runtime, right? So there will be enough time. Now I got a mail from Market Tycoon. Do I want to read this, Market Tycoon? What is this? Can I open this on stream? Or is it danger? Actually, I can just check. It's probably a fit, right? Let's check. Oh no, that's not where my tracking went. Okay, nope. I didn't make that a mistake. It was just, he was suggesting that using different guns, which I didn't. I used the same on the Sleipnir as on the case reel. But yeah, all good. The Sleipnir can use command links if the tank isn't enough. It could, yeah, you can skip the launchers, right? With this. Yeah, I assume this is going to work. If you still have one from last year, just don't sell it. Or, well, sell it when the Sleipnirs are half a bill instead of 330 mil. And yeah, they were half a bill last year in the winter event. So, buy it now. Vagabond could be an option as well. You're going to be faster running around with the Vagabond, but you're going to be slower killing shit. But yeah, definitely. I really like projectile setups for this. You'll bring the Vindicator. Why would you do Vindicator? It's not going to help you with range. Oh, wait, sorry, Vindicator is the battleship. So I somehow thought it's the cruiser. Yeah, Vindicator, sure. Can do. What about the Zealot and Absolution since they got buffed. How did they get buffed? Did they get range from the buff? I don't remember what they got. What was buffed to these guys? I think there was a range issue. Beams would have been too long range. You lose a lot of DPS, and pulses were not good enough. Or it's some mix of like range and tracking didn't really work well. Yeah, there you go, tracking issue. Like, or I mean, if you have enough mids for a web, but then the web would have to go up to like. How's my Loki? I think I used the Loki with the longer range webs. Or didn't I? Yeah, 23-kilometer web. So in which one is the newest? Final? Oh, okay. That's actually, 2023 I saved this. What is this boat going to do? Almost 700 with EMP. 60 tracking with a web. And then for the boss, we dish out hail at 835. Yeah, it's less damage than the Sleipnir, but with the web, probably faster killing the small crab. Also, tank is very, very solid. When you warp faster, you have a faster line compared to the Sleipnir. You lost that Loki with double spawn bug. Ouch. That's why you need ooh, it's not even here. Wait, why? Oh, I was using this Loki to also do the hacking, I guess. Some refit here. Yeah, maybe I would assume the whole C-type things will be more expensive as well. Oh, they're already quite high. They didn't increase with the last Winter Nexus though, interestingly. Gotta have a refit when you find content, yep. So this one is a really good application situation here, but it could be... Yeah. I'll probably test this one as well. And a Vigilant. What is this? Because of the web, right? No. A Vigilant. What year was this? 2020. COVID fit. Not kidding. 657. Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot of boss DPS if you get there. Almost 1,000. Pretty nice. Not sure it's... Oh, wow. 800 meters a second. Cool. It's just a Tech 2 fit otherwise. Except, Federation Navy. Web of Fire. We can still use the Harvest Booster for Winter Event with the web range. Oh, right. And wasn't there a laser buff as well? Right. Yeah, there was laser buffs. So maybe laser boats with the boosters are going to be good. Battleship with a frigate bay and a hacking ship inside is nice. I mean, you know, drones are going to probably suck, so the Odysseus is not really... What do you want to do? You don't want to do Odysseus for days in high sec anyways. That's going to end in a in a ganking fest, right? Winter Nexus Praxis. Ah, they're always annoying because of rapid heavies. Reload time is not really cool. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to run a Praxis. But this is only 3 billion now. Yay! You want to test the Balgorn? Stinson bought 38 Sleipnirs. Yes, you're bad. You're bad, Stinson. Now you're part of the problem. If everybody just bought what they need, everything would be fine. But no, we know who to blame. You still wonder why the Odysseus is so expensive. It still has to find its meta place, I guess, and then maybe the price will change, or if nobody uses it, price will go down, or ship will be modified to have more of a reason of existence. We'll see. Yeah, the resonators cost as well. Okay, wow. I feel like we totally are ready for Winter Nexus already. Good stuff. What's next? Oh, actually, let's catch up with the calendar while we're here. I forgot to open it yesterday. Let's blame Mike. Yep. We'll blame Mike for this. Oh, shoot. Talking about blame, I forgot to launch the code erst connection for automatic updates. I'll check that in a second as well. Winter Nexus has no Tech 3 destroyer content. I don't know, maybe the Tech 3 destroyers will be good to hunt the lads. Who knows? Give me a sec. Oh wow, thanks for using code erst with Marquee. Gotta update that. You'll buy the Hecates as well, just in case. I mean, if it's really about... you know, if you have to combat probe them, the lads, what ship would I use if you have to combat probe them? And assuming they also have a little bit of HP. What ship would I use? Probably a cruiser. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on Hecates. But who knows? There we go. That's what I owe you. Courtesy of code erst. Cheers. A hyperspatial blaster Proteus. Oh, or no. Can you put a combat launcher on a Executor Navy issue? Maybe. You could polarize that thing. Yeah, that the CPU might... obviously, CPU is going to be an issue with combat launch. Which ships do have a combat launcher sort of CPU reduction bonus? Wish we could search for that easily. Okay, wait, I said calendar. Let's do that quickly. Not entirely certain I prepared it correctly. I did not. Covert ops, if you want to dual box, do it in that way. Like, yeah, bring a second account to scan them down, although that's gonna slow you down in total a little bit, I guess. The noses could work. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe it's just, maybe it's not even combat probing, maybe it's gonna be the scan to flex that muscle a bit. Who knows? All right, let's open calendar doors. Again, we forgot, I did forget to open it yesterday. So we are trying to not mess up today. Let's see what we got and then do said raffle. Okay. Kind of looks like last year. 1,500 Triglavian survey data sheets and another 100 plex are on the menu. So let's get this sorted. Value-wise, I believe, yeah, the plex is higher, so let's go there. Give away the calendar prices. Hit it. What is this? The Triglavian data sheets? That's just an NPC sold item like Grey Loot, but it's orange. And it's so I don't have to move this stuff. The winner has to. And this is not that big, don't worry. The volume of this is not really problematic. And it's like 2 or 3 jumps from Chida with the chance of getting ganked at the station you turn it in. So an exciting gift, really. Yeah, Wolfie, I just try to min-max my time in a way. Definitely stints. Or, yeah. Yes, monster, right? Or already warming up my NATO alts to get half of the calendar gates we open. Probably get back through the loot ferry. No, not really. I ganked once. One ship. I'm pretty sure I reimbursed them as well. Give it another 20 seconds. A late start for Tony. Greetings. How are you doing? It's a good time to log in, definitely. I successfully ganked once. Oh, thank you, Cracker. Yeah, good point. Bob wondering if the Perseverance ship will only be available for the winter event. I mean, the phrasing is they will be given out first just or exclusively through the winter event. I am fairly certain these ships will come back one way or another. I do think it makes sense to also have an ice miner that is in between a barge and a venture. Correct me if I'm wrong. But why would you just want to bridge that gap between venture and barge for normal ore? Why not also do this for ice? Makes sense to me. Sorry, not venture. The frigate-sized ice miner and the barge between these two. You want to have something in between, right? Alphas can't do ice anyways, yes. Nixie hates event extensions. You just want to be done with it? Ah, come on. How much of a gag magnet will these ships be during the event? That's a good question, yeah. We'll have to find out. They give the ice mining expert system every year. So even alphas could do it, right, Stinson? Is that what it means? That's probably what it means. Closing the raffle. 3, 2, 1. Done. Let's hit it. Jameson found an exploit that got you 50 billion in 1 minute. Is it called a Plex pack from the store, Jameson? Rob Superior gets the 100 Plex. Tommy second space, 1,500 Triglavian survey data sheets. You were exploiting your credit card. There you go, Jameson. Is that an exploit, though? If you ask a bitter vet, I guess. All right, we got both in-game names. Rob Superior gets 100 Plex. From the calendar. Which one was it? That one. There's your contract. And the data sheets. That's basically a hangar cleanup. There, 1,500. I sourced them myself from the abyss. Congrats to Tony. Or Tommy. Tommy. I think he did use code erst. That was one of these bigger things. Or, well, somebody with a bigger purchase in Marquis store used code erst in the last hour or two. Use the 50 billion to buy Sleipnirs and then sell them with profit. Yeah, that's a pretty good good idea. Unless there is a change. You know, it would be funny if the winner nexus was changed and then the best ship suddenly... I mean, projectile always kind of does good. They couldn't do very much to make projectile fits not work well there or feel satisfying. Why is everybody buying Sleipnirs? Well, because last year everybody was doing this as well and they were $500 million instead of 330 mil. So yeah, this one, Connor. Link in chat. It's always some fork of Evo preview. Slep is the gold standard if Marauders cannot enter. Yeah, and at the end of the day, the Sleipnir was very... Ooh, wow, it went up another 10 mil. So this here is 365 days ago, right? There, you see the volumes? And the peak? 530 million winter nexus time. Sleipnir. And that is with Marauders being able to enter the site without special keys. You have to first source. This year, Marauders will not be entering the site without having keys or items from the lads that are new this year. So the spike could be higher. Who knows? I got mine, so you do you now. I'm not causing this spike. This spike happened last year, so all the info we have right now points to they are going to be even more sought after, the Sleipnir, so we'll see. Lats are needed for extra rewards. You also need lats, so Marauders can enter the high sec sites, Janisku. Specifically stated in the article about the winter event. So high sec Marauders are not going to enter the site unless they have that item from the lads. You bought one in a Mar for 385. Ooh, it's already quite high. Wait, the first site you lost a ship. What happened, Rody? Of the winter event? You will try to run Ishtars this year. Desperados? I believe you will have a bad time. Ishtars do not give you enough drone bonuses in terms of HP for the drones to actually survive the onslaught of drone aggro. The Gila... Wait, did I do a Winter Nexus Gila? I don't think I did it for the Winter Nexus. Apparently, I did it for the Capsuleer Day. Shit, I haven't seen that one. Why? What? I keep finding my fits in the what is this called? Community fittings. Apparently, I did this with Capsuleer Day. So even though there's drone aggro, the Gila has such a high bonus for drone HP and whatnot that they were able to tank. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got the Kaldari drones to tank a crap ton. So maybe something like this is going to work as well. Tank-wise, it's probably the wrong profile. Actually, I think I want to try that. We would do thermal, right? Oh yeah, let's get a Gila already. That could actually work. We just need to adjust the tank accordingly. So we'll run thermal. That one. That thing is dishing at almost 800 DPS. Pretty good. The Sleipnirs are 380 now? You're gonna hate me if this doesn't work. Good luck. I bought one, keep that in mind. To check if it works. There's 310 million Sleipnirs in Minmatar Losec, alright? So in most events, drone aggro was a significant issue. But the Gila kind of got around it because of the additional HP you get. And then the passive shield regen was just good enough. The tank here definitely says no, though, so... how do we fix this? Drone speed augmenter. Don't think we really need that. Capacitor shield. I need to be able to get one more mid slot to make the tank work. I will keep the target painter, because that will also help a little bit. Nah, I mean, it's lights. I think the drone tracking is going to be just fine. Gila is always the answer to what's the best chip for anything, pretty much, right? Medieval got 10 Sleipnirs for 333. Even if it doesn't work, they will sell for profit during a different event. Yeah, good point. They're just really good boats. I agree. Okay, so we will try to get the tank to the right level now. Maybe even... We'll skip one of these. Put a specific EM. Oh, this was not planned, by the way. I just got... You know, if I can do fittings, I do fittings. Too much fitting ASMR today. 75. That's not great. We'll probably have to get rid of this. I mean that the rats are very close, so we... Yeah, I remember. I got the drone speed augmenter in because in the Capsuleer Day sites, when you entered the last room, shit was quite far away and you wanted to get damage on it quickly. So here we won't need that. Alright, now my CPU is going to be not happy about this. Let's... Oh wow, it fits. Okay. What battery is this? How bad is this for CPU? Yeah, I think I would want a bit more stability than just 4 gigajoules in excess. That looks a bit scary. So let's take a Republic fleet. I do not think the tank is good enough yet, though. I mean, these two are okay. Thermal... Yeah, wait, actually we have two. I'm an idiot. Tank is going to be fine. Medium shield rakes, we'll put the thermal in and the EM. Yeah, now I would say I'm confident with this. Probably can even expand this one to a Tech 2. Oh no, not quite. It's not at the optimal damage type, but application is going to be fine. I would say this should work too. Simulating fittings is the best E feature. It is. Tupac says I was their 5th most watched channel this year. I feel bad now. I'm not even top 3 with Tupac. What the actual? The target painter was more so drones could apply a bit better. But I'm not even sure we need this. Second, Aslan? No. Thank you, Explovision. That makes me feel better. So maybe there's an application issue. No, I don't think there will be. Wouldn't the tracking link for the drones work better? I don't think so. This one benefits the missiles and the drones. We won't have the ability to web a lot of things. This one goes whatever range, so we will start with this. Maybe we'll switch to a web or a drone tracking thingy. Who knows? What is this? Capacitor. I think we need this. What was this? Pitham C. All my fits have Pitham Cs. They're so good for these sort of things. They're not particularly cheap. Do I have the ISK for this Gila? Close. I think I want to test this. What can I dump to get the ISK for the Gila? These. Hey, is this enough now? Maybe. Yes. No match. Oh wait. Did somebody just? No. Okay, good. I got it. Winter Nexus 2025? Question mark. The nice thing is 4 AU second, sub 6 second align. You know, if you have good drone skills, it's probably gonna be enjoyable. Maybe bring an MTU as well, but we'll see. Yeah, I would say the Pitham C types are also going to be very popular with this. At the end of the day, if it's that the high sec events usually require like 300 DHP a second and whatnot, and then this Pitham C type thingy fits the bill nicely in terms of performance and price. Although the price goes up, maybe we'll have to figure out something else. So Nixie, the reason why I just did this Gila, for the longest time during events, I was like ignoring the Gila. I said, nah, the drones will just die. However, the Gila is the one ship where drone aggro just doesn't matter that much because they have a shitload of HP and it works. And we even went so far that it worked well enough for the Capsulea Day event that it became a community fitting, apparently. So I'm pretty sure it's going to work. We'll see. Cheers, Sildrake. You prefer amplifiers? At level 5, it's better than active module? You can't overheat. Oh, you mean passive amplifiers, okay. Yeah, overheating sometimes can make the difference. I'm sort of a fan of this. A New Eden news article. Wait, what is this about? What are we getting? Fractures bring both profits and unrest to New Eden. Oh, the rifts, the mining rifts, right? What damage type will winner be? I think mainly is EM thermal, but there are some ships that are doing the other DP damage types as well. Desperados. Augmented Vespas have less HP than the Kaldari and Navy drones. That's why I'm using these and not Augmented Vespas. Yeah, so, I mean, you want to be strongest in EM thermal, but you can't leave the other things just open. That, I believe, was the conclusion. Alright, phased field fractures blamed on drifter wormhole occupiers. An investigation has linked the space-time fractures appearing across New Eden to hyperspace network testing taking place in drifter wormhole space systems. According to a joint team of scientists from Concord and the Society of Conscious Thought, the energy signatures surrounding the fractures match those recorded around the unified unidentified drifter nexus structures during the drifter crisis. Each of these structures has a unique energy signature. The fractures contain all 5 signatures, implicating all 5 occupiers. These structures and the hyperspace network they can connect to have been the subject of extensive testing by the drifter wormhole occupying groups. According to the investigation team, these occupiers have been carrying out reckless experiments resulting in the proliferation of fractures. The 5 occupying forces are the Amar Empire, the Kaldari State, Income, Minmut Power Republic, and the Triglavian Collective. All 5 are known to have been conducting hyperspace network research. This network was used extensively by the drifters throughout last year's drifter crisis, and the structures were focal points of drifter activity during the final days of that conflict. An emergency meeting of Concord's inner circle was called to discuss the implications of the investigation. Despite the evidence presented by the investigating team, Amar Kaldari and Minmatari representatives have all denied any responsibility for the creation of the fractures. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me, no.
Concord has also announced plans for a closed-door hearing to review the actions of Edencom. Provost Marshal Kasia Valkyr, head of the Aegis and the Edencom project, has also denied any wrongdoing. She claims that the integrity and safety of New Eden are at the core of our organization's remit. We would never knowingly take actions that put either of those things at risk. Yeah, that's another corporate liar right there, I guess. Right? Corporate liar playing bullshit bingo detected. Next. Okay, the Chukulavians, however, have not joined the other occupiers in denying responsibility. Despite being outside of Concord's control, they have chosen to respond with the following statement. All ancient enemy Azdaja must face extirpation. Okay, complicated words. All tools of the ancient enemy Azdaja must face extirpation. Okay, only then can the ancient domains be brought within the flow of Virai, or Virage, I don't know. Only then is advanced time stability within the domains of Bujan. Okay, you know what, let's just skip that part. I don't know what that means at all. Or moves swiftly to unlock phased field profits. I'm trying. English not my first language, and this is hardly easy for me. Yeah, trick propaganda, just like, you know, trick blah. Ask ChatGPT to explain it in plain English. Maybe. Okay, the extirpation is a complete excision or surgical destruction of a body part. Oh, that sounds gross. Okay, so OR has been quick to release a suite of new technologies that unlock the riches held inside the phased fields that surround these fractures. While many have already begun to take advantage of the new opportunities phased fields offer, others question how OR was able to develop the new tech so soon after the first fracture was sighted. Yeah, it's a good question, right? They're just that good, or who knows? High Priestess Harna Durado of the Sisters of Eve is one such person. She told the Scope how OR's phase anchors could be developed without prior observation of phased asteroids, or at least similar phenomena, has perplexed our engineering and research teams. Phased asteroids, which appear within our reality as a fracture, moves through a phased field containing unique erratic ores that can be processed into a variety of minerals. In order to efficiently mine these asteroids, a miner must utilize one of OR's patented phase anchors, which brings the asteroid into phase with local space. Maybe these fuckers were actually somehow around in the drifter holes and injecting some malware to phase it in a way so their tools could only access it. More corporate bullshit. The Upwell Consortium, of which OR is a member, has been in a public research partnership with Edencom, assisting in their drifter wormhole experimentation. If there was advanced evidence of these phased asteroids before the first fracture was spotted in New Eden, it is possible that OR had access to this information. Both the consortium board and Edencom have denied these accusations as unfounded rumors. The consortium released an official statement refuting these rumors, ending with, "Our business is founded on a bond of reliability and trust with the people of New Eden, and we would never betray the trust." Yeah, more corporate bullshit. What is this? Is this reality right now? What's happening? I got enough of this in IRL. Alright, well, parallel worlds, I guess. News in brief. Community leaders in Chita join PKN Interstellar in celebrating 6 years of HyperNet Relay. Yay! The gamblers rejoice. Tucker nomads prosper as rapid response doctrines enabled phased field exploitation. Yes. Verity enhancements develops new logistical automation delivery drone tech. Okay, that's coming up with the winter event, right? You're so pro Eden Com Chaos. Oh, damn. Okay, Concord Cartographer's Gala in Uli celebrates new cluster mapping technologies. Oh, is that the new map? Nice. Lore for the new map. Or upgrades onboard mining sensors across all ships in response to growing demand. Delegates at Astrogeological Society of New Eden agree on rationalized naming conventions. What does that relate to? Ah, the ore designations, no longer these names, it's the grades now, right? That's that one. Sister Hannah Kazmira honored by Reverend Mother something for Odysseus design. Okay, cool. Questions raised over Concord AI mandates as IRIS consults with SEC over improved Plex transaction logging. Oh, that's the global Plex log. Okay, we got everything lored out, chat. Boom. Good stuff. Did we learn anything from this? Not really. That's just the lore spin on what we already know. I say just. Thank you. Lore matters. And I'm getting better at reading these apart from names and whatever the Triglavian fart into the ether. Right. Now you still feel dumb? Okay. That's okay. No changes is a good change at times. Besides everyone but Tricks are lying. I mean, Tricks are just openly the way they are, but the others are, you know, corpo talk for the bullshit bingo they play. I was at work today doing my consulting part, and I got a decent amount of corpo bullshit. That's why I'm a little bit annoyed. But it's a good thing I'm just a freelance these days, so I don't really need to care. It saddens me, obviously, still, but at some point you're just gonna be like, you know what? Water is gonna flow from that direction to the other one. You can be either upset about it or just be like, yeah, well, it's water. Fuck it. Were you synergizing? What? Ooh. Wait. Amiomiya. Something's wrong with the time there. Am I that late, or was that a 24-hour stream? Amiomiya, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Welcome. Let's do a shout out. Let's see if I'm quicker than Mad Cat. Shout out Amiomiya. Boom. Beat Mad Cat. I win. Now I'm also really confused. What just happened? Did you do a kick host as well? Amiomiya. On kick? Confirmed? What's happening? I don't know how to do shoutouts there. Maybe Amiomiya knows. Yes, Amiomiya says, yes, you did things. How do you know how to... Well, DJ did. AJ did. Can you ask AJ what to do a shout out on kick? Not that it probably does much, but... I gotta learn, right? Cheers. Thanks for that. How are you doing? What did you do? Why are you ending a stream? Erst beating mods confirmed. Yeah, I was faster one time now. And welcome everybody to the stream. We were basically not doing much other than restarting PI, and then there were some news items for the Winter Nexus. We may or may not have been involved in Sleipnir price gauging I got mine, so I don't care. The market may have reacted a little bit based on me getting one. An hour ago, this was 330 mil. Can we get the 400, guys? Come on, let's push. Sleipnir Gate, right? 64 gigs of RAM you bought in September this year have gone up in price from Tuesday. Yeah, they have. Everybody was getting all the RAM lately. You swapped your Sleipnir? It's ready to go? HA got some as well. How do I properly align windows for the preview? When you click through them, it seems to be no reason to their reaction. So there's no... Oh wait, there's snapping actually with the latest... how's it called? I'll show you. So if you use the latest EVO preview, let me go here. I'll need to share the desktop, not just the client. There is an option now in thumbnail snap to grid. Maybe you'll need to change the values so it works for you. I was like, yeah, 20 pixels are fine for what I'm doing, and then it's kind of easy to put the windows where you actually want them. So I suggest trying the snap to grid thingy thing with a value that makes sense for your grid. As in, you know, the divisions result in 0 overflow, or however you call it. I hope that made sense / helped. You have to head out for work, hence the early stream and raid. Okay, AJ and Amiyomia, thanks for the raid. Plural. And have a good afternoon at work. Sounds like a gig. Good luck. Did you miss an update before the news reading? There was an update for Eve, yeah, but it was just some bug fixing stuff. And what was the other one? There were patch notes, but I don't think it was significant. I already forgot them. What did the patch notes do? Really? How many times do I have to confirm this now? Every time? Ouch. That's annoying. Yeah, the price estimation now is based on the refined ore and not the ore you get for the surveyor UI. That's the big thing, I guess. Yeah, so that's pretty important, I guess. So yeah, get your Sleipnir because Marauders will only be able to enter the high-sec combat sites with the new items that drop from the lads, which are haulers you gotta find and kill in order to get these items. Then Marauders can enter the high-sec version of the combat sites, otherwise they can't. Low-sec and null-sec are not affected. These haulers will also drop other items to unlock harder content in the combat sites. That's my understanding. Okay, so where were we before the raid happened? We were talking about something, I forgot. I don't know, let's blame Amiyomia. Wait, I hear people. Oh, okay. I guess they brought home a neighbor as a child. There was one voice that didn't belong to any offspring nor wife, so I was confused for a sec. Ah, yeah, we were talking about bullshit bingo, right? That's kidnapping. These days, either our little ones, they just, instead of coming home from school, they would just go to a neighbor and play and eat there without telling us anything, or the other way around, they bring home another classmate. Sleipnir prices has gone up 20% since Erst mentioned it. And we're just quick this time at getting our ships. 25 now, holy shit. Yeah, I have my Sleipnir. I will have to move them. I don't want to... Actually, wait. Do you think we will get a filament as the first login reward? I hope so. Then we don't have to go somewhere. I can just double click and we're going to be somewhere. With the Winter Nexus. And that automatically spreads out, I guess, the player base. You think the 400 million mark is breaking up at the end of this? Breaking up to the end of the stream? Alright. Check last year? I don't think I remember this. Anyways, what do we do now? Lutzer, there are some things that obviously wouldn't be answered. Perfectly fine. We need some surprises as well. Oh, Eve University has a page about the Winter Nexus 2024 containing the login rewards. Let's check. So what can we... Oh, there we go. Fire... Ooh. No. Day 2 had filaments. Day 1 didn't. Last year? Yeah, that's last year. I'm aware that it's last year. I don't think we know the login rewards for this year yet. So last year was not on day 1 when we got the filaments. It was day 2. So I still will pre-position my vessels away from Chita. So we get a storm that is off the beaten path. Start the raffle to summon CCP Swift. Oh, hello, Tamaya. How's it going? Same for the previous years? Alright. We are looking at last year's reward to answer the question if we got the filaments to get to a storm as the very first reward in the track. Day 1, the answer is no. Well, at least for 2024, that wasn't the case. Don't think it's going to be different this year. Therefore, I will move my vessels away from Chita because I will not, after downtime, just be able to double click and be somewhere. So we are min-maxing the event exploration part or investigation part for Tuesday to oblivion already. Filaments from the last year will work. Ooh. That is an interesting point. If it does, it's probably going to be an oversight. Usually they will be expired on that day. I think there were some items that you could... Wasn't there... I think it was... Crimson Harvest or something where keys from the previous year would work 1 year, but that was last year or the year before that. But I think that was a mistake, right? The real question is what the massive BP will be in the extended track. I don't think the massive BP, there will be a blueprint in the extended track, Salatra. Oh. Maybe. Actually, Salatra, I think you're right. CCP noticed that everybody went crazy for that Moloch thing, right? And now they're doing this to us again. I'm 100% positive that's what's going to happen. They will put some carrot on that stick that's going to be crazy and everybody is chasing it again. I will sell boxes this time, though. Please tell me I said that when I try to open these boxes. Just to rub it in, right? We'll see. Please help me. Make me sell the boxes, please. I do not need more Frigate BPC Symbiotes, unless it's a new one, right? That's the plan. You still have 6. Good stuff. No, I do not want to buy boxes. I'm good. All right, let's... God, what time is it? Shit. Did I just... chit chat for 3 hours. Well, we did some PI and other prep stuff. We got our Sleipnir. What am I gonna do now? What do I have here? Anything? No. Looking for a ship we can run doing something. Where's my Oh, there. No, wait. I wasn't using the Confessor for the 4 out of 10s. Eh. Did we know about anyone who got the Moloch? I think there were like 2 confirmed or something, right? Yeah, I used the Hecate for 4 out of 10s, but I don't have it here right now. And my clone jump is on cooldown if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, can't jump anywhere. That is dumb. So, my plan is... What are you thinking about, Damus? We'll wrap it up a bit earlier today, so I can prep some things for tomorrow. Plus, I also want to hop into Star Rupture for a second. So yeah, let's make this a confirmed short stream. I still owe you 850 million ISK. Maybe more, let's double check. Nope, we're good. Alright, there's a raffle. We get 1 winner. 850 million coming up. Let's close the stream as long as it's cheap, right? You always wondered why my main looks like a surgeon. I did put on the mask during COVID. Not kidding. There were masks. Is this the SOE mask? There was some apparel and yeah, I just thought it kind of makes sense. But yeah, never removed it ever since. I don't really care that much about appearances in EVE. You know, there's no captain's quarters and whatnot, and I don't know. Character portrays somewhat of an afterthought. But imagine, maybe one day, one can dream, okay? I'm dreaming here. Imagine Vanguard works very well, takes off, and we suddenly can use all EVE apparel on the guys, on the tunes down there. Probably not gonna happen, but it's not impossible. An afterthought, that's the game starting thing. I mean, you need to have a character creator in an MMO. That's just how it works, right? The pure copium gaming. I mean, it's not impossible, but the probability is rather on the lower end, I guess. Arc Raiders just killed what was left after Helldivers. I hear Helldivers installation volume or size got shrunk by like 80% or something because they removed an optimization for hard disk drives. Crazy shit if you think about it. Why would they, I mean, Jesus Christ. I've never heard that one before. That's crazy. It's 2025. If you have a hard disk drive and you want to play an sort of an AAA title, that does not compute. Why would you optimize for this? And then everybody else has to waste so many more of their SSD space. That's just wasteful. This is crazy. I don't know. Crazy. Arc Raiders will die as the PvPers hunt the PvE players out of the game. I haven't had time to actually play more. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Just don't have time. I wouldn't be surprised, Tupac, if that were an effect. that all these people who currently are like, you know, trying to do some gentleman's agreement and in the solo queues and be like, hey, don't shoot, let's work together and whatnot. I would say that makes Arc Raiders quite unique, the way it worked out there so far. But if that goes away, yeah, you will lose a part of the player base, right? Turns out after the optimization, the load time on hard disks is only a few seconds more. Yeah, ISO run, I don't really understand this. They basically confirmed ISO run. Helldivers is out for how long? Okay, just for those who are like, what the hell are they talking about? An installation of Helldivers... wait, what was that article about Helldivers 2 or Helldivers 1? I don't want to talk nonsense here. Helldivers 2, right? Okay, Helldivers 2 was released in 2024. Late, I believe. And when you installed the game, it used 100 gigabyte plus on your hard drive. And the reason for that is not the actual data. It is a lot of duplicated data, so hard disk drives would have a less time, you know, loading things because they could pick up the things basically at multiple places or locations on the disk, so they would have to move their heads less. I guess that was the idea. So they did that. They did this duplication thing, assuming that it will help hard disk drives a lot, or people who use hard disk drives a lot. So they specifically implemented this, assuming it's going to make a huge difference. And they didn't test it before they released this shit? They go through the effort of doing this, but then not even like fucking compare it? I really wonder who needs a slap in the face there. That's my opinion as a dev. I mean, if you put this in and then a year later you figure out, oh, I didn't actually do that much, why not test it in the first place and just leave it? That's just weird, right? Sorry. AI suggested that? So you try to address a small portion of the, well, a 10% portion of your player base. That's what they stated with the statistics they have. And then you just clutter the hard disk or the SSD of the other 90% for something you didn't even check if it makes a significant difference for the 10% you want to help? The fuck? I don't know. That hurts me. Closing the raffle, 3, 2, 1. What are we giving away? I forgot. Yeah, 850 mil. Courtesy of Coderst. There you go. Maybe there's an explanation, right? But I can't see it. Benefit of the doubt. It's kind of unlikely, though, that there's a reasonable explanation to this. Weird. POA2 testers say hello. No. Supermarkets are now reorganizing so you can grab milk in every aisle. Why not, I guess, right? Just make the store bigger so people have to walk past more product. And I mean, that's the IKEA approach. I understand. Right, congrats. You love how it is also a 5% at low speed improvement for the 10%. Yeah, it's just not relevant, I would say. Seahorn, congrats. Are you there? Yeah, you have to walk through the entire maze if you want to buy a kitchen utensil, right? In IKEA. Crazy. Seahorn is here. What's your in-game name? The winner might be able to buy a Sleipnir. If you're quick, you can buy 2, actually. Seahorn is having the in-game name there. Rentag. Give money. Alright, thanks again for Yeah, well, if you have 300 million ISK, you shouldn't try to give away 850. Wait a sec. Can do. Oh, Okami Tea Time is even in the launcher now. I definitely want to watch this now. Sleipnir will be just as expensive as Rem. Yep, likely. Oh, Wiggle. Erst stream has too much influence. I just wanted to give you a head start. The influence would have happened anyways because Sleipnir simply is the best. It would have taken maybe a day more or whatever. And then you wouldn't have a cheap one, right? Will I share the Sleipnir fit? I think it's already shared on EVE Workbench. Oh, hold on. Let me send the ISK and then I'll check the fit. 850. Check. Let's go. Deplete that thing. Diesel power. Oh, diesel power wants another giveaway. We are almost done with the charging. Do you have the link, Zeromancer? Feel free to post it so everybody else can drag it. Alright, charging is at 100%. So yeah, we'll do one more giveaway. Maybe I even have 3 mastered arms. Let's check. Master. Yes, the winner gets 3 mastered arms. Cerebral Accelerator. Zeromancer just posted the Sleipnir fit. It will scroll away. Have at it. Grab it. If it doesn't work, don't blame me. This is just what worked last year. We will have to verify, and Tuesday from downtime, that's what I'm going to do. Where's my playlist? Sleipnir to the moon. Nice one, Carney. Ooh, more wiggles. Okay, where does my raid go though? Let's find out. Brother Grimoire's life? Monkey's life. I haven't raided Monkey in a while. Giga Boxer versus Wormholes. Okay, we'll go to a Giga Boxer. Hype train is here? Oh no. Are we doing hostage trains again? No. Why am I even... No, there's nothing happening. Close the raffle in 20 seconds. The winner gets 3 mastered arms. Courtesy of the charging. Serious Daddy used to play a long time ago. He has a 100 million SP character. He's thinking about coming back. You've literally forgotten everything. So, Serious Daddy, what I would do is, if you have a free character slot on that account, create a new character on it. Don't do anything to the original character. You will need this, but create a new character on it. Experience the whole introduction to EVE with the, there's a lot of cool stuff at the beginning of EVE, sort of a cinematic experience with introduction, which gives you the basics and everything. And then, yeah, you can already switch to your old tune and just follow the Air Career program for a bit. There's a lot of introduction videos around this stuff, and you can pick and choose what you like to play or try, and then you will get information about how to do these things. If any of them fancy enough, you will stick with it for a bit. If you're bored, you do something else. The whole air career program also gives you progress rewards, unallocated skill points and everything. Air career program is where it's at nowadays. That's what you did, Salty Goat. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So, no, Serious Daddy, the new tune is just so you can experience the cinematic intro to Eve, because it's really, really nice nowadays. It's not, you can't compare this to the here's your ship, fuck off situation, 20 years ago. It's really cool. And once that 2-3 hours of cinematic experience is done, you switch to your normal tune, the one with the 100 million SP, and you go through the air career program. And that's going to give you a footing. Plus, obviously, if you are looking for a corp, that's going to help. If you want to play in a corp, and yeah, watch streams. Most creators are super eager to help out with ideas. You're also going to have a lot of fun with the event, I guess. Just get ready. It will start on Tuesday. There's a lot of things to do. A lot of people will be in space. Mining is exciting now compared to before. Yep, try that. And welcome back. Also, you might not know this. If you use a body link, you never have, you can use this now with existing accounts, which is going to give you 1 million unallocated skill points. There's that link if you want to use mine. All right, closing the raffle. Sorry, I got talking again. 3, 2, 1, raffle is closed. No. I was trying to not talk about this. Diesel Power just couldn't help himself. Oh, for F's sake. Alright, well, thanks for the support. That's very kind. Oh, also, shit. That means you... Oh my god, we'll have 4 winners now. Alright, 4 winners in the giveaway. Good luck, I guess. Wiggle. 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna reveal the winners now. No, wait. Close the raffle. Raffle. There. That's the one. You're just afraid of the raid to that Giga Boxer, right? Well, we will know more in... We're almost done. We'll have a wheel spin in 3 minutes. But for now, let's see who the winners are. 2 of the winners can get a Mastered Arms, 3 Mastered Arms each, and then the lower 2 get 200 million each. Congrats to Daleks, Naridia, or Naridia, Hollywood, and Norek again. Boom. FC said, shoot. No, it's Hollywood, not Bollywood. Alright, everybody spoke up. Good stuff. Exclamation mark IGN if you haven't done it yet. And we are going here. Daleks gets 3 Mastered Arms. Gotta do some... Oh. Is this gonna work? We'll see what happens when I do this the second time. And Naridia gets 3 as well, unless I can't do the split thing, because this thing is now gone. Ish. I don't know what's happened here. It looks different. There. How many are these? Split. Is this a stack of shit? I don't know. What have we now? How many is it? Okay, shit. I knew it's not gonna work. Oh god, wait, let's refresh from here. That should work. I'm not in the station right now, that's why this is a bit messy. We need name. No, not name. I wanted to go, by the way. Hold on. Chita, where's Chita? Oh god, we have multiple things. Yes, there, found it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, right, that's what I did. Okay, create contract. That works. Cool, cool, cool. All right, easy. Next, 200 mil to Hollywood. That's easier. And another 200 to... Where do we go? Here. Wow, that was almost efficient. Thanks again for the support. We will deplete the charging. I do have mutated drones. Yes, I do. East side. I just need to use them eventually. 8 is fine to an Iridia. I guess so. Alright, so that one is done. Now we just need to get a wheel ready. Where's the... I need a window. There. Window. Wheel. Maybe I'm going to be lucky. Oh, the first one actually yielded 100 plex. So we have to refill that spot. Why is this not visible now? Did we? Okay, we did it. Cheers, thanks for the support. We have one spin. As soon as the wheel is visible, I'll spin it. But we'll get there. This one now? Okay, I think I got it. Perfect. 3 minutes, 21 seconds. Metal liminal mining. Whoa, that's super fast. All right, good luck. One complete level. One spin. No, not again. Oof. Was almost a twice 100 plex day, but just a...
Banana.
This time. I sent you 5 mastered arms? Ah, Dalex, my bad. Keep it. All good. No worries. If I make a mistake, don't worry. Alright, that was that. What's next? Jur? What are you thinking? Raid is next. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will be back again tomorrow, pre-downtime, hopefully with Star... How's it called? Star Rupture? There you have a test. Okay, they're coming back. Alright, cheers, Alex. Somebody else will be happy of this. Yeah, from downtime we'll have Eve with... We'll see what content is going to be fancied. In the meantime, thanks again for hanging out. Thanks for using code erst. If you happen to do shopping, helps a lot. Ads give away money for the end of the stream as well. Cheers for that. Next up, one crazy monkey. Take care. Fly. Bye. We need another... Ah, there it is. There's a song. Cool. Wiggle, wiggle.